Thank you, sir. First of all, let me thank the government for its very hard work in bringing all these top-tier events to Singapore. I think the community really appreciates the work that has been done. But I have two supplementary questions for the Minister. First of all, as part of the terms and conditions of the deal that was struck to bring Taylor Swift to Singapore exclusively and with the support of government grants, was there the potential to include the involvement and profiling of local musicians? So, for example, when Coldplay performed earlier this year, local musicians featured as opening acts. When Ed Sheeran performed in Singapore, he famously did a duet with JJ Lin. He also profiled a watch strap that was made by a local company. So my question is, were similar cross-marketing opportunities contemplated when negotiating with Ms. Swift's team? And if not, is it something that the government can keep in mind for future concert deals? My second question relates to the disclosure of the terms of the deal that was struck between Ms. Swift's team and the Singapore government. As we've seen in the news, the exclusivity clauses have struck a nerve with some of our neighbouring countries and caused some amount of tension. So my questions are these. Were confidentiality clauses built into the contracts? And if they were, about the exclusivity arrangements, were these terms breached? And if so, will the government be taking any enforcement action against the relevant parties? Thank you.
I thank Ms. Usha Chandradas for her comments. On her first question on cross-marketing, obviously where possible, we would endeavour to do so. And that's why we've seen, in the case of Coldplay, having a local opening act. In other cases as well, what we try and do on some occasion is, even if we can't do it at the main event itself, at the periphery, on non-event days, or in the lead-up or build-up to the A-list event that takes place in Singapore, we try to involve as many local artists as possible. So you've cited some examples, and we will continue to do so. In the case of artists, very often the terms and conditions stipulate not just who is performing, the overall setup, but also the opening act for each of the performers. So in those cases, we will not be able to change the sequence or change the identity of the performers. But rest assured that when we can, we will endeavour to expose our local artists to such platforms. On the second point, yes, there is a confidentiality agreement, and we will assess the terms and we will take the appropriate measures under advisement. Thank you.